I'm Atul Rathod. I'm the president of industrials at Manus. Some context setting. How do I change the slide? Sorry. Green button. All right, context setting. Manus came about in 2010, headquartered in Boston. That's where our R&D lab is also. We have a manufacturing facility in Augusta, Georgia. We have another manufacturing facility in Peru. 250 employees, 4 products commercialized in the last 4 years, 5th one coming next year. These are the different sectors we are already in, or we have the products in the pipeline which are getting launched in the 2025 or 2026. The way previous presenter said, we are very similar in that sense. The approach is very similar. Sugar, microbes, production, market. So there are 3 valleys of death. First valley of death is your technology development. You have finite amount of money, finite amount of resources, and finite amount of time. That's your first valley of death. Second valley of death, you develop the technology, now you want to scale up. The small problems which you either identified or did not identify is scaled up 100 times. The problems are also scaled up 100 times. Second valley of death. Third valley of death, go to market. The economics doesn't work. So we have lived through these experiences in the last 14 years. We have come over multiple valleys of death. We are in a much better place because of our own learnings. So what we call our products, these are called bio-alternatives. These are exactly the same products, chemically identical, but a lot more sustainable in its 2.0 version. They use less resources, less energy, less carbon footprint. There is always that challenge of food versus fuel conflict. We are not there. We do talk about it. Do we use sugar to produce these products, or do we use sugar for the market that it was established for? But since, companies like Green Plains and existing players have some breakthrough technologies of producing sugar at low carbon footprint, we believe that we should be the kind of partners that join hands to take these products to the market. So what's a bio-alternative cell factory? Well, actually the Manus' basis was the breakthrough discovery that our co-founder and our current CEO, Aji, did back in late 2000s. So from seed all the way to full-grown tree and flowers and fruits, plants are producing lots and lots of chemicals at different times, different volumes. But they are producing it for their own self-sustenance, protection, growth. But they produce in such small volumes, which is the picture on the left. If we are interested in those small molecules, small volume molecules, how do we do that at scale, but not wait for 5 years? So that's the breakthrough technology we did. It was a terpenoid-based chassis we developed. And we do it in 4 days. You want a specific molecule, a product that nature produces very well. It's an amazing product, but don't want to wait. Well, this is the way to do it. So we are fully vertically integrated. We have in-house R&D, in-house lab, in-house piloting, in-house demo, in-house commercial scale. So we do the chassis design, the cell factory engineering in Boston, and our biomanufacturing happens in Augusta. As I don't know whether I mentioned, but it's a 2 billion liter fermentation plant. A lot of you probably know the brand called NutraSweet. We purchased NutraSweet company, the brand, the assets, back in 2018. It's a facility spread over 44 acres with 2 million liter capability, fermentation capability. And same thing as our friend at Cemvita, we do follow the DBTL, design, build, test, learn. So it starts with the chassis design, goes to the cell factory design, goes into piloting, Then all the feedback goes back to Boston again. We find what works okay, we make it awesome. What doesn't work or what is causing problem, we try to eliminate that. And this happens over and over again. So we have two programs that, let me context set this. And I've spoken this to a few friends on a personal basis. So I'm a petroleum engineer. I spent 22 years in oil and gas. It took 100 years for petroleum, oil and gas sector, and probably trillions of dollars to put a gas station at every block or every mile in the city. They did create a lot of value for humanity, but we also know there is a consequence of that action. And I'm not saying we are the only one, but the way we are talking, this gathering is meant for how do we fix that problem. So what we have realized is neither do we have 100 years, nor do we have trillions of dollars. The way to do that is collaboration. So about a year and a half ago, our management and the board decided that, hey, all these capabilities that we have developed for our own programs, we want to open it for collaboration. So we have two programs. First one is called BioAccelerator Program, which is somebody comes with a problem statement or an initial research, and they want to collaborate on end-to-end basis. We do that. Second one is biomanufacturing. Somebody has developed it up to, let's say, a liter scale and want to take it from pilot to demo to commercial. We offer those services also. So that's our plant in Augusta, Georgia, where manufacturing happens. The good thing is there are two really good things there. One is we were able to add about 120 new jobs that never existed in that rural part of Georgia. Second is it's nuclear-powered plant. There's a nuclear-powered facility, so we have literally very low carbon footprint for this plant. Same thing again, we work with organisms, different process conditions, different 24/7 control monitoring. We have auxiliary tanks, so we range from bench scale 250 milliliters to 2 liters, pilot scale 300 to 4,000 liters, and then for our products, 40 kL is a commercial size, but for many other products, it could be a demo size. And these are on the right-hand side are just a snapshot of our capabilities. The value of debt, time, money, and technology. So you don't have to do all of this yourself anymore. The message is clear. Collaborate, find the partner, discuss your strengths, your weaknesses, talk to each other. There are companies like us. We are very unique in a way. We are not a software company in biotech. We are software and hardware. So we want to talk to you guys in any way, shape, form where we can help, collaborate, generate value for you guys, and create something together. So I did a quick SWOT analysis of industrial biotech. I'm not going to read all of it, but these are the few points that just literally jumped to me. What's great about us? Well, we have strong innovation pipeline. There is an increased adoption. Technology is getting there. We use last 14 years of data extensively to build our own AI models. The next molecule that we are all launching next year used so much of AI. We use so much of AI to cut short almost 2 years of development time. There are opportunities, expansion into emerging markets, focus on sustainability. Sustainability is a little bit of a dicey word nowadays. Everybody talks about it, but the walk is not there, right? We need support. Again, potential for innovation in bio-based pharma. We have products coming out in pharma sector also in the near future. What's harmful? Well, remember the $1 trillion? That's the kind of investment we need, not necessarily in trillion, but hundreds of millions of dollars. And money is tight right now. Regulatory challenges. Every time you say biotech, SynBio, well, America is still okay, but you go and talk to the people in Europe, it's like anything SynBio, biotech, at least till last year, was a no. They are coming around. They are understanding that it's not that all bad. And we do have a dependence on agriculture. Well, sugar. We need sugar. Well, sugar is the new oil. Well, that's going to be a challenge down the lane. Threats, definitely competition. Semvita could be our competition if we decide to go in the fats, definitely, but it's healthy competition. Fluctuating oil prices. Why fluctuating oil prices? Right now it's what, sub 70? The problem is when it's sub 70, every commodity that comes out of refinery or petrochemical becomes a lot more affordable. And in SynBio space, the only commodity that changes is the sugar price. Well, sugar price we know because there is only that much acreage of corn or sugarcane or beetroot, so it doesn't fluctuate that dramatically. And the new capacities don't get added up that much. So you really have a challenge when the oil drops below a certain point that it's hard to compete. Potential public resistance, global economic conditions, what's happening globally, it is war or geopolitics. That also becomes a challenge as to which market I want to go, which market I'm already there, but I'm facing resistance. One more slide on just the analysis of Porter's 5 forces. So buyers, especially the big branded buyers, do tend to have a leverage no matter how good you are. They will always negotiate hard. The one tool that they have is volume. So be careful of the trap. Second one is substitutes. It's moderate to high. Yeah, that's fine. More is better, but you have to be careful. Suppliers, well, suppliers in the sense it could be feedstock. You need to diversify that. New entries, that's moderate to high. Moderate because we haven't seen a lot of players in the products that we have launched 4 years ago yet, but it could come. So key takeaways, we are a fully integrated biomanufacturing facility or a company, R&D, lab, piloting, different levels of piloting, demo, and commercial. Skilled workforce, absolutely fully trained, skilled workforce. Again, the USP is the sustainable ingredient production. So commitment to innovation and biocircularity. So what we don't do at this moment, we do produce the byproduct of fermentation, and ethanol companies can vouch for it, is CO2. Well, we are producing CO2. We are not capturing that. But since our cost of energy, or it's clean energy, I think probably in the next 2 years, we will be a net zero by capturing that CO2 and kind of get a label that it's a net zero product. Or yesterday's presentation, I forget, I think it was a lady from USDA, the bio-preferred. So whatever sets us apart, we're going to do that. Fourth one is important. That's the whole purpose of this presentation is a collaborative approach. Needless to say, money is tight, talent is tight. We need to talk. We need to figure out what are the best ways we can either A, help you develop that product, B, produce that product, or C, help you with the go-to-market, our life lessons. So we are open to strategic partnerships. We are talking to some of the companies here in Omaha as to how do we collaborate. And the key part of that is those companies are in my opinion, the bookends. The front bookend is they are the feedstock supplier. The second bookend is they have the go-to-market arm. What we do in between is develop technology, prove the technology, work on the technical economics, and produce at scale, right? Lastly, impact and expansion. Probably we'll run out of our own capacity in the next 3 years. We do have products coming out of it, but again, expansion where? US is the best place at this moment to expand. Maybe next one could be in Nebraska. We are sincerely thinking about it, not because we are in Nebraska. It's again, ideally, you need to be located at the cross-section of market and feedstock. That is very, very rare. You can look at any product, any technology, any sector, it's difficult. So you have to pick, do I want to be close to the market or do I want to be close to the feedstock? We have decided that we need to be close to the feedstock because specific markets, the willingness to pay is high, we can absorb the logistics cost. That's the end of my presentation.